Good morning. It's Thursday, September 5th. And the more I read, the more I recognize that I shouldn't be shocked about things that happen around the world. And I certainly shouldn't be shocked by things that happen in the United States. But this particular incident, an incident of betrayal to our country, and an incident that involved many people in our government, it's a shock and a shanda that we had in our employ two special agents of the Chinese government, people who are taking actions on behalf of China to the detriment of many in the United States. Now, this is the story of a husband and a wife who are acting as agents of the Chinese government. Now, they claim they're innocent, and they were able to put up $1.5 million in bail for the wife and $500,000 in bail for the husband. And they're supposed to go on trial sometime in September. And they feel that they did not do anything wrong. But the evidence that is stacked up against them is very, very large. And so I don't imagine how they're not guilty and how they believe they're going to get away with these actions that they took. Now, the wife was actually an aide to two New York governors, Governor Hochul and Governor Cuomo. And it was Governor Hochul who fired her back in 2023 when she discovered what was going on. So now, Linda Sun, that is her name, S-U-N, was charged with violating and conspiring to violate the Foreign Agents Registration Act and visa fraud and alien smuggling and money laundering conspiracy. And that's according to the unsealed document of indictment. And her husband and co-defendant Chris Yu, that's H-U, or maybe that's Chris Hu, was also charged with money laundering conspiracy and conspiracy to commit bank fraud, as well as misusing means of identification. That's what the prosecutor said. And their home was raided by federal investigators in July, according to the sources that gave this information to this article. And there was a picture of the home, a beautiful, beautiful home in Manhasset, Long Island. And they also had homes in Maine and in New Hampshire. In fact, in this indictment, they are confined to New York and Maine and New Hampshire. They can't go anyplace else. If they do so, then they will be put immediately in jail. During the hearing, the prosecutors alleged that the defendants used shell companies and iCloud accounts and WeChat messages with everything that was transacted in Mandarin for their alleged crime. And the defense attorney addressed reporters outside the court on Tuesday and had the confidence to say, we are confident in our case. This couple is not guilty. A lot of the allegations in the indictment are frankly perplexing and overly inflammatory, he said. As you heard in court today, we are looking forward to our day in court. The defendants are exercising their right to a speedy trial as fast as they can. And we have a lot of confidence that they will win their case. And they also claim they are troubled with aspects of the government's investigation. So we are eager, they said, to defend against these accusations in a court of law. Now, this is going on since 2012. Whatever actions these people were taking is going on since 2012. And according to some of the articles that charge the white with conspiratorial acts in order to protect the activities of some members of the Chinese government who were doing business in the U.S. Now, the White held several government titles for more than a decade. Public employment records and her LinkedIn profile show positions spanned across several agencies focused on New York's economic development and New York's labor and the executive chamber. This was not just any old clerk. This is a woman that had many high positions in New York. In 1929, she was hired as chief of staff in Representative Grace Meng's office when Meng was in the state assembly. And the administration of then Governor Cuomo hired her in 2012, naming her the director of Asian American Affairs and the Queen's representative. And she became a director of another organization with Empire State Development. And that handled economic development across the state. So this little woman had many high places in state government. And to be an agent of China for that period of time is kind of a disgrace to the management of our government and to the actions that ensure that the proper people are employed in high-ranking jobs. So there was a failure up and down the line that these two individuals could now be charged as what I will call spy working for China in the United States with high-level New York governmental positions. And there's many more stuff in the indictments out there. But I don't want to bore you, so I leave you with that. We are not careful enough in our hiring processes. And that goes for businesses too. So have a great day. Bye.